Hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of my Hardcore WoW Challenge. Today we're playing our Paladin character, Padme, and let's jump right in. If you're unfamiliar with the challenge, the rules are down in the description below, but the objective is that we're trying to get all 8 classes in WoW Classic to level 60 without dying. If a class dies, I have to restart, and there are a few other rules down in the description below, but if you're unfamiliar with the challenge, the rules are all down there. But I assume at this point, most of you are probably not watching for the first time on these videos, and so anyway, I logged off in Ironforge the last episode on Padme, but I did a couple quests. There was a quest to go to Ironforge and come back, and so that's what this quest is. I also did get a blacksmithing quest for supplying the front, which I couldn't quite do because didn't have the linen to make the copper axes. So the chain belts are in my bank, but would love to get this handed in. Just a nice easy quest to do. And hey guys, Ben here. At this point, I thought my mouse was having issues, but as I was fixing that mouse issue, my mic also disconnected, and I did not reconnect it for a little bit here. So I thought I'd come in here with a little bit of voiceover to explain what I'm talking about and that kind of stuff. So here, I think I was just in the middle of talking about this blacksmithing quest that I got, and I wasn't able to quite finish it. I got all the chain belts done, and didn't have enough linen to finish the copper axe portion. So that's what I was talking about there. And pretty much I was talking about here, how useful blacksmithing has been able to make weapons and armor for various characters, and that's really nice. And yeah, there's this quest and another quest back in Ironforge to get for blacksmithing, which is really nice. Here I picked up 4 potions from alchemists, which is getting really expensive to send potions to everyone all the time, which I might need to kind of rethink how I'm doing that. And then also some food here as well. So I explain here that I have this one-handed mace, which I don't have a shield for it yet, but it's better than my two-handed mace, so I'm going to just use it without a shield for now. I thought about buying a shield from a vendor, but they're pretty expensive, and I had just done the warrior quests yesterday, or the warrior episode yesterday in this area, and I know there's a quest I can do pretty soon here that will get me a really nice shield, so buying a shield would be pretty silly to do. So we're just gonna be hacking it with this one-handed mace for the time being, popping all my potions, getting my well-fed food, and so yeah, it's gonna be pretty tough with the one-handed mace to start. We're gonna be low skill with the mace, having never swung a one-handed mace in this character's life before. But luckily, as a paladin, like as a warrior, you pretty much just need to attack things that are super low level, or attack things and then just run away, because you just can't hit things when you're leveling up a weapon skill for the first time. As a paladin, you have judgment still, which will deal damage instead. So, and you have healing, so you can kind of just stay in. It'll be like a long, prolonged fight that'll use lots of mana. But you can stay fighting that thing, and you will kill it through glancing blows and judgment hits. So that's kind of what I was talking about here, is like, this is really slow and boring and annoying, but it's actually on Paladin, and it's not as bad as some other classes in terms of training up weapon skills, and you tend to have higher intellect because you actually care about intellect on you a little bit, so you train your skill up a little bit faster. But yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna be doing the exact same route as I did yesterday, roughly speaking. Although I'm starting it 20 minutes early, so I was kind of talking about here as I might get a little farther in than I did on the warrior, but I don't think I really end up. I do get a little bit more progress than on the warrior, which is nice. But we're going to be heading up north here in a second. We're going to kind of be killing things, killing beasts that we need to kill while leveling up our weapon skill as we head north to pick up the quest that's going to give us the nice shield that I want. So that's kind of the plan. I was kind of probably explaining that plan right now. And yeah, so yeah, we need ichor from these lurkers, and we need boar intestines from the boars, and bear meat from the bears. 3 of each, which they have a relatively low drop rate. I don't know, here I was talking about how, yeah, I couldn't quite make this copper battle axe, which I've been meaning to make for a long time because I didn't quite have the light. I didn't save enough light leather. I used all of it up making those chest pieces for my leather wearing classes, and unfortunately it means I had only 1 left, 2, so I couldn't actually make this battle axe. But turns out I had no money to spare to train double 200 axe training, and so you know, it's actually probably never not gonna happen. We've kind of gone past the point where it's super good to have that weapon. If you can get that right at level 8 when you can first use it, that's fantastic. It's a super strong weapon, gives you 3 stamina, really nice DPS, awesome to have. We're kind of reaching the point where it's becoming less and less worth it to spend the training silver and also the silver to even just buy the flux to make it and the other resources required to make it. So probably won't actually end up making it anymore. Especially because later in this episode I start to explain I might actually just be sticking with sword and shield or mace and shield or whatever, axe and shield, doesn't matter, but kind of maybe sticking with that on the paladin because just a little bit safer, you know. And I go into lots of detail later in the episode about what potential talent choices I'm going to make in the future, which I think is a really interesting discussion or kind of conversation with myself that I have about the potential talent choice, and it kind of makes my an idea for my mind of kind of the style of character I want this paladin to be. I'm not going to be full rets, I'm not going to be full anything. I'm kind of going to go more hybrid, which you'll hear me explain it in a little bit here. So yeah, we're gonna run to this bunker here and pick up this this miner's gear quest, which is gonna give us a really nice shield. I haven't actually picked up any here. I think about selling my old mace, but if I do get in a bad spot that I need to fight my way out of, I still want to have the ability to switch to that mid-combat, because I still, at this point, my mace skill isn't quite high enough. I think it'd probably be beneficial to switch back in a pinch. Here I explained that this guy's going to give me a quest to go to Stormwind, and so the Stormwind quest, I could have got it actually on this character. I maybe should have taken the tram, done the tram quests, got the quest to come to this guy, just for a little bonus XP, right? But he gave me a quest to head back to that guy that would have given me that quest. So it's kind of just like it was a design choice by the design of the game here, and just to make sure everyone from every starting zone has like quests that send them to other starting zones, you know, just to get people moving throughout the world a bit and kind of give them the idea to go somewhere else, right? Which I think is really cool. Pretty sure we're nearing up on me coming back into voiceover or live voiceover, so I'm gonna stop talking right here, and we'll hear me back here in a second here. I think it's only in 5 to 15 seconds, something like that. So this has been a little bit extra bonus voiceover, and hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Sorry about that. My mic was dead, so I probably did a little voiceover work there. I think when I was fixing my wireless mouse, I must have accidentally nudged the USB plug-in of my microphone. So sorry about that. But we're back with live voiceover. I probably was voicing over it. That was long enough, I think. If it started when I thought it did, that's long enough that I probably will do a little voiceover work just to explain what I was probably talking about, that kind of stuff. And we can see our mace is getting up to snuff, getting closer, which is great. Weapon skills are one of the things about Classic where it's like, I don't think anyone really, like, it's one of the things about Classic that, like, I wouldn't say that is something I like about the game, but it's possible that it contributes to what I like about the game, you know? Like, grinding up weapon skills and having weapon skills isn't something that inherently I'm like, yes, that's great, love that, that's one of my favorite parts of the game. But it also doesn't, like, really detract from it that much, you know? And it might be, I think it's definitely, when it comes to game design and, like, WoW and Classic and why people like it and stuff like that, I think a lot of people don't know why they like it, or think they like it for reasons that maybe aren't correct, right? Like, or I have a hard time identifying exactly why they like it. And I think that's just definitely the case for most things in game design. It's pretty hard to, especially for older games that, like, you know, like might like not age well or stuff like that, but like still like have a lot of things that people like. It's hard to exactly, and then people try and emulate that sometimes, but it doesn't really quite work. I mean, nostalgia definitely plays a role. And also like so if you just gave me a game today that, like, if I didn't know WoW Classic existed essentially and I started playing WoW Classic today, I don't know if maybe I wouldn't like it because I've already played the game, and I think a part of it for me is that I'm playing WoW for so long and so much that it's second nature for me to play this game. Like, everything about it, you know, from the way the controls are to the world itself, just how the game operates. There's nothing I don't really know about the game, right? So, oh, sorry, hit the mic there. And so for me, I guess it's just like a comfort thing. Like, you can give me WoW, any version of WoW, anytime WoW was out, and I'll be able to play that game and have a good time because I know what's going on. So maybe that's part of it, that I know how to play WoW. That might be as simple as that, is that I like it because I know how it works. Whereas, so like yeah, and the art style I think is a big thing for me. Like, I've played other MMOs, like I tried like Black Desert Online when it first came out. Just like couldn't get into that style of MMO where it's like, I don't know, something about the text, just the art style, just kind of the feel of the game was just so different than WoW. I couldn't really do it, and like I think I did play a little Elder Scrolls Online, maybe a little, but like I just never really been able to play other MMOs that kind of try and do things that are similar to WoW but don't quite do it the same way. That makes sense. We are done on bear meat. That's great. Let's kill some boars then. But yeah, so we're nearing level 12, and we probably should return to Ironforge soon after hitting level 12 to train. Not sure. I probably should have, while I was in Ironforge, I should have double checked if there was any skills that I really needed at level 12, because that would have been nice to know. Because if there aren't any, I could just, you know, forego that for the time being and save a little time in the episode. And money flying there and back. Although I'll probably fly there and then Hearth back, because it does cost a silver 10 copper to fly between Delsamar and Lochmadan. I don't know why I got all like smoky all of a sudden. Not sure what that's about. Right. So yeah, Spirit will be really nice on the Paladin actually. Like, so Spirit is like, for hardcore, is gonna be really good on very specific characters. Like for a mage, Spirit's not really actually gonna be that useful because either we're casting it or we're out of combat. Is pretty much how it's gonna go. But for some classes, like Paladin, you use mana and then during combat, you don't use mana for significant portions of time sometimes. And so Spirit does help smooth things out and actually helps in fights, which is really what like Spirit is good on all classes technically because it helps your downtime between fights, but in hardcore you really don't care about the downtime between fights. You care about winning the current fight you're in, because if you lose that fight you die. So it's less about like overall efficiency of time and more about just winning the fight you happen to be in. But on certain classes, Spirit does contribute to that. If you have enough downtime between casting spells in a fight that you actually start to regen mana, then it does actually end up helping. And Paladin is definitely one of those classes. Other classes are like Warlock, because you dot things up and then you wand. Priest, same idea. You cast some spells, then you wand them. Warrior actually has the highest Spirit like multiplier. Like Spirit does the most for Warrior. That's annoying. So that's a reason why Spirit is good on the Warrior. Although it still doesn't actually help in a fight. So Spirit will be definitely more of just a nice thing to have, but is not worth having any amount of Spirit really over any amount of strength or stamina or agility. Because those things actually help in fights. But it's still not bad to have on a Warrior. Like if I get it for free, it's good. It's nice. Chest there and some ore, or unless no, it looks like that ore is bugged. So sometimes what happened on the map, we can say that there's ore here somewhere, and then it's actually in the cave below, but it says it's above, and it's not even visible in the cave either. So it's kind of like this. It's a weird bug situation, and looks like this one is also the case. No, it's not actually, which is great. And we definitely our mace skill is now outstripped our 2 enemy skills, so we are pretty much hitting things as we should be, which is great. And we're about to hit level 12 here, so probably should be actually heading back towards Dalsamar to head back to Ironforge. Just about to hit level 12. And unfortunately, yeah, the problem is that chest, if that chest has a single light leather in it, which chests definitely have been known to have, if that chest has a single light leather in it, it's just not worth it. This is way too sketchy. Yeah, it's not worth it, fortunately, because 1 light leather equals that super good axe, but then we'd have to train axes, which we just don't have the money. We have to train axes, we have to spend money on the actual flux, so it would cost 13 silver just to equip it, and then we need to train up another weapon skill again. So, not ideal. Just kind of not in the cards for us right now. Oops, didn't mean to let that boar get that charge mechanic off on us. Oh well. This will probably level us up. And now we'll head to the flight path. So we actually haven't finished any quests, but we've kind of made progress on the quests and hit level 12. Alright, so talent point. We're just going to continue going into Retribution. So let's actually just check. So our damage right now is 34 to 44, 16.5 per second. 33 to 44, 16.5. It's possible that doesn't quite move the needle enough. 4%, probably every, or no, yeah, it's 4%. So it's yeah, actually that makes sense. For the first 4% didn't move the needle. The second 4% is not going to move the needle unless we are a little higher level than we were. We're not really that high level, so yeah, not gonna be making much difference there. But that's okay, because nothing, like really the only talent that would actually make a difference, like would be like, I don't know, there's really no tier 1 talent that really moves the needle that much. Maybe this isn't bad, although you just don't want to plan for that. This one isn't good. None of the, like, these don't move the needle very much. None of them do. So speaking of talents, I was thinking about maybe being a bit more into protection, getting to Blessing of Kings. Like, Blessing of Kings probably is like really good, right? Like, I think I could definitely see myself moving at least enough into protection to get Blessing of Kings. But like, what would I really get? I guess precision's good, and then Guardian's Favor isn't bad either for hardcore. So like Redoubt 5, and then so like sometimes I'll be using shield, sometimes I won't be. Precision 3, Guardian's Favor 2, Blessing of Kings 1, and I don't think I really want to go any deeper into that, although reducing this from a minute to 45 seconds isn't horrible. Reckoning would be good as well. Like, okay, but it's not amazing. Like, getting deeper into this tree just to deal more damage, and just that's kind of safe too. Or even getting into the Holy Tree and just having like the spiritual focus talent could be really nice just to be safe. Go like 5 into this later on, because that'll actually move the needle a bit. And then 5 into this, and then Consecration, and maybe even just Healing Light, and just make our heals like safe and powerful. Sounds really good to me, you know? I might just get to Pursuit of Justice, maybe pick up Seal of Command, and then go full into Holy, you know? Or at least enough into Holy to get to like Consecration and like Healing Light and stuff like that. Improved Lay on Hands isn't bad either. Not bad either. Yeah, so I would go 5, 5, 1, 3. Need to put 1 somewhere else, probably just like in Intellect or something like that. Then we want, and I don't think actually, never mind. Actually, I think we want Illumination, like crit. This is more like for raiding, and everything else. Yeah, I think I'd actually stop. Like, the most I would get would be to like these 2 talents, and then I'd probably go back to Retribution. Yeah, there might be some like talent resetting and stuff like that I can definitely do when I hit certain points. I think that definitely is possible. But anyway, so we do have this Paladin quest, Tome of Divinity. But I believe this quest is going to be for Resurrection, which we are not going to need, because we're never going to group with anyone, and we're never going to use it on anybody. And so it is a quest to do technically, so it might be worth doing. Let's have a look at we only have one thought there was, there we go. Yeah, so we have Seal of Righteousness and Blessing of Might rank 2. Thank goodness Seal of Righteousness is only, oh okay, this is the one 28, 31, 2 to 10, 2 to 8, 28. So yeah, it has scaled up a little, I think, since we saw it last, but I still don't think it's worth 3 silver. I really don't think so. I think Blessing of Might rank 2 is definitely worth it, obviously. So let's have a look, actually. So we are at 33, 44, 16.5. That's with rank 1 Blessing of Might, rank 2 Blessing of Might. Let's have a look. $35, 46, 17.8. Very nice increase right there. Really nice. Yeah, love to see that. Okay, so we really, I mean, it might not have been fully worth it coming back for that, but yeah. Might as well do these quests for just a little bit XP. This Tome of Divinity quest, just do a little.
See you soon. Safe travel.
Yeah, I might as well do these quests until like it's free XP. So apparently this guy's on the outer ring. Search the outer ring for John Turner. Well, let's just run around the outer ring, I suppose, until we find them. Maybe I'll speed this part up, because who knows how long this will take. And I'll just talk about talents more. So, because yeah, like getting into parry, get to Pursuit of Justice, and then there's like Seal Command, Conviction's also good. And then you get to Sanctity Aura, which is good. 200 Weapon Specialization is good. But honestly, these later talents aren't as good. So I'm wondering if I would just go pure hybrid and go like enough to get to Pursuit of Justice and Retribution, enough to get to Healing Light and Consecration and Holy, and enough to get to like Blessing of Kings and Protection, and then respec out of Blessing of Might bonus to Benediction bonus, right? What's this? What's this quest? What's some quests? Well, that's just the cloth quest. What's this quest? Find Bingles and lock them down. Perfect. Okay, I have to remember that quest. I think you get that level 12 because I don't think that was available when I came through my warrior at level 11. Yeah, that was a gray quest. So that quest is okay, level 12. So keep that in mind. Find Bingles. Yep. I think that might be the play, because like the real breakpoint talents for me are Pursuit of Justice in this tree and the parry chance, honestly, and then like yeah, like getting Spiritual Focus and Healing Light honestly like seems really safe to me, and I'm really intrigued by that. Run around this whole city and not found this man. He must be walking the same direction as us. But I've been keeping an eye on the map, so unless we missed him, then I'll feel really silly. There he is, yeah. There he is. John Turner. What does John Turner want? He's a man of pure heart, apparently.
How are you?
Orphanage of Stormwind. Oh, John Turner, yada yada yada. Orphanage of Stormwind. Bring 10 linen cloth to John Turner in Stormwind.
See you around.
All right, well, I can't even continue that quest even if I wanted to, so we're out. Maybe we'll continue that. It's free. It's probably just free XP, so great. All right, so now we're back in Loch Modan, and let's go up to get that shield. Honestly, I think it's really worth just getting that shield as fast as I can here. And I'm pretty sure we can do this at level 12, especially now that our weapon skill's actually a thing. Possible maybe rank 2 Seal Righteousness for that little bit of extra damage it was going to give me. It might have been worth 3 silver. Yeah, hard to say. 3 silver's a lot. And it was very, 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 very minor damage increase. Ganlon the No Mage. Very rainy day in Loch Modan. I do have the weather settings like turned up a lot, I think, which I like personally. Let's do a little quiet though. Yeah, I mean it's pretty loud. The rain does seem quite quiet to me. I'll see how it is on the YouTube video. Maybe I'll fiddle that once it's rendered and out there and see what we're dealing with. Definitely can feel our damage from our weapon hits being very strong now, which I'm pretty into. Ooh, intellect and spirit. That'll probably be good for someone. Have to hold on to that and check out who that will be best for. Probably just the priest. Benefits the most from spirit and intellect combined. Choice. So we're done on Spider. We just need boars now, but we will head into the mine now, I think. We have all our cooldowns up and available. We have our stow, and someone's already around here, which is both good and bad. It means that nothing's here, which is nice, but things could respawn any second, which is not so nice. And we might need to go deeper in the cave to actually get what we want, which is also not nice. Not as nice, personally. Okay, so this is the padding one. Actually, I'm just probably gonna take him out now. So yeah, respawns could, like, a guy stands right here normally, so he's dead, and so he will respawn at some point, and so knowing when that is, and we have no idea, so. Oh, double pull. Just gonna throw on a little holy light. But I really am liking that idea of, like, personally, oh shit, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to avoid. Let's just run. I mean, I probably could do this fine, like, no problem, but I'd rather just run and be safe. Okay, yeah, good. And we should actually eat our well-fed food, now that I think about it. We have it. I really like the idea of just, like, going full hybrid, because none of the bottom talent trees really do a ton for me. And it also keeps us flexible, which I'm pretty into that. There's some copper over here. Go get that. And we should make a new grinding weight stone for ourselves. Second we get the coarse stone from any tin, we can make a nicer one, which would be awesome. Yeah, getting a little bit of coarse stone in this character would be super awesome. Hope to see some tin soon. They're definitely planning to get to level 13 at least. We're about halfway through the episode right now, so level 13 would be nice. Pretty sure we can achieve that. Don't think we'll get to level 14. That sounds a bit much to do. These guys are level 13, so yeah, like coming here at level 12 probably is a small sketch, but as Paladin, I'm not too concerned. Uh-oh, they both aggroed on me. That is not what I wanted to happen. Just not. Although I think they aggroed on me separately, so I probably could have damaged one and it probably would have stayed with me. But we'll just another pass at that. Yeah, things are starting to respawn out here, so need to be conscious of that. Things are going to start spawning around the campfire and all that stuff, so right, and right here and such, so as soon as you get that shield, I'll feel much better. Build out a lot of armor, and that'd be nice, and another chance to mitigate damage through blocking. Great. Let's yeah, someone's already been here, so on the warrior we will pick up all four without getting super deep into the cave, but it looked more like we're gonna have to go a little deeper into this cave to actually finish this quest, so definitely less than ideal, but I think we'll be just fine. Yeah, there wasn't any in there, was there? Yeah, so someone's definitely come through here and cleared this place out, and looks like someone died in here. Not surprising, it's a pretty sketchy area. A bit, actually, because these guys run away in fear, I think, sometimes. This fight a little lower on health than I probably should have. Probably gonna need to heal mid-fight, which is less than ideal. 16 human mage. Well, can't help him from helping me, and I would have been fine, probably, certainly, so. You, but no thing. Love to have +7 intellect, but that guy's aggroed onto me, actually. I'm gonna check the front for boxes and respawns as well. Yeah, it's really unfortunate how this is kind of going with the quest items I need. Not seeing any of them, which is really annoying. Having to go this deep into the cave is very not ideal for what I'm trying to do. There's some boxes there though, which is great. Yeah, some of these mobs are level 13, which is just tough. But as a paladin, I'm feeling totally fine. It's really hard for me to die. Yeah, getting healing light and stuff and the holy tree really is sounding nice. Definitely wasted a stun there. Just felt like he was gonna run towards that guy too fast. See any point to going in here? So there was a patrolman. So let's just pull this guy way back. No, please don't take my boxes. Oh, well, you know, part of the game. Well, 16 humans coming in here and taking my boxes. So I'm just gonna quickly run back here and just check out. Yeah, so there's boxes respawning, which is great, but also mobs are definitely gonna start to respawn. Yep. So I need to be on my toes up here. The guy that stands right here will respawn. The patrol guy is probably gonna respawn soon. This might actually be the patrol guy since he aggroed on me from where I'm standing right now, which I think the guy that stands in that cave wouldn't be, or that little side tunnel. I don't think he would actually aggro onto me from where I'm standing now. So that probably was the patrolman. Here, no. Heal. And just going. So there is ore at the back of the cave. So I guess, you know, that's a consolation prize for heading towards the back of the cave. Ooh, and the boxes. So unless this guy's also a miner. Dad. Tunnel rat digger. Yeah, no, that's not the same mobs that we've been fighting. That person might be able to get that without helping me. Yeah, this is the kind of help that I just like, it just comes with the territory of playing this online game, right? And they stole one from me, I'm gonna steal one from them. This isn't really help, this is just kind of like how the game functions sometimes. I'm gonna try and avoid these situations when possible, but I'm not gonna like, oh, surveyor, oh, 14, oh dear. Alright, well, this will be a tough fight. Have to stun and heal and stuff. But actually, this is going quite well. Surprisingly well. Impressed with my damage output against this guy. Guys pulled 2 guys. Make sure that they don't aggro onto me. I do feel bad not helping this person. And everything's respawning. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh god. Time to go. Time to go. Time to go. That person's gonna die. But time for me to get out of here. Okay, is this far enough away that they won't run at me? Okay. Have a look. See what happens here. That person, so yeah, this person's coming to me now. We'll see if they, because I don't want to run through all these guys if I don't have to. This is really sketchy. If it's just this one guy, okay, and he didn't even. Okay. Let's start fighting our way out, I think. Although there's boxes here. Oh, that dude. Luckily didn't aggro on me. Okay, this is really sketchy now. This is exactly why I don't like to get stuck in caves. I could bubble and run through. I think that would be a poor choice, though. I think it's best to methodically make our way through, and then if we need to, we can bubble and run. But trying to bubble and run from this far in, I think, bad idea. Things are going to start respawning right, I think, right where I'm standing. Yep. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. I gotta. Oh, there's a patrol. Okay. All right. We're fighting 3 things at once, pretty much. Okay. All right. Stun and heal. I have a health potion available. I have bubbles available. Come on. That healed him nothing. Okay, I'm gonna pop a health potion. I need to kill one of these guys so they push back my spells a lot less, because that was good. Okay, and now I just need to take this guy out. Should be fine. Should be fine, but. Oh, this is so sketchy. I gotta get out of here so badly. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, thank God. The other guy didn't aggro. Okay. Let's eat some food and drink some water. Quickly regen our mana and HP to full. And then move on out of here. Move towards the exit as fast as we can. Only that guy aggroed, which is great. Yeah, I don't want to just bubble and run through, which probably would work, but man, if it didn't work, if I didn't get far enough away and they still had tons of guys on me and stuff and bubble runs out, just dead. Just dead. So, best to try and methodically work through, and then things really go bad, then bubble and run as a last resort. I've really been impressed actually with my personal ability to predict respawns. It's happened a few times already in this series where I've been like, this guy's about to respawn, pointing at an area, and they do, within 5 seconds of me saying that. And it's that kind of game knowledge and game sense of how the respawns feel in this game. And definitely the respawns, I think, in this version of WoW Classic are slightly different than originally. I think they've changed it so there's dynamic spawns. The more people in a zone or in an area, the faster respawns tend to happen. Definitely feels like that's definitely somewhat the case, at least. But yeah. Definitely just, yeah, you get kind of there's a sense, a cadence to how the respawns go, and once you see certain things, the way they are, respawn at a certain rate, you just start to understand what's going on there. But what do we need for beast stuff? Just boar intestines. Okay. Fortunately, I haven't seen any tin, which I'm pretty sad about. Yeah, I'm really into this idea of just poking my toes into every single talent tree for the stuff that'll really help me survive good, like parry and speed, you know, block and kings, and then like healing ability essentially right there, which yeah, just like sounds like really awesome and fun and interesting, you know, not typically what I would do, which is kind of part of the challenge. Like, I'm not looking anything up, I'm not kind of researching anything or anything like that, which I normally would. Yeah, now we're gonna get a shield, which will definitely be a nice little addition. We'll change how our armor is gonna. We'll probably get close to 40% damage reduction with devotion aura plus a shield plus mail armor. Oh, 40% damage reduction sounds great. So let's sell this 200 mace. We're never gonna use it again now. Now that we have our other mace high skill. Venom sack's worth it. Boar ribs are not. Great.
Get her back.
Talk to this guy. And get our buckler. Like, this versus not having a shield at all is definitely not worth it, so. Great. We have a shield. Didn't really plan for this person to be using a shield and one-hander, but I got a one-hander and a good shield, so I'm just gonna, you know, roll with that. Now let's go kill some more tunnel rat ears and boars. So we're kind of looking for. We're looking for these kobolds and boars. We might have time to kind of move into the other quest. I didn't have time to do on my warrior. There's a shield right there. It's funny. Scout. Don't worry about that. It's a ranged guy. Not only a ranged guy is hard to pull, they also are like harder to run away from, right? Just by nature of having a ranged attack. Start running, they can still do damage to you. If you stun them, they'll start doing damage to you again sooner than anything else can. Especially arrows. Like, casters take time to cast, so you can run out of range, but mobs that shoot arrows, those mobs are actually like almost more dangerous in a way because it's less visually obvious that they're attacking, and also they attack quicker than casters. So they deal damage just a little bit faster before you can run out of range. Now we're stacking up some tunnel rat ears, which is great. Pin. Woohoo! Fantastic. Love it. Love it. Wow, this is quite the trek up here to this tin. Wow. Really up here. If this was even the right way to go. Yeah, it has to be. There's no way you can get up the other way. Great. Getting tin is awesome. Come on, give me some core stone though. That's really what I want. Come on, core stone, please. Ooh. That's so sad. I want a core stone. Well, I mean, tin itself is good for sure, but actually, what I really wanted from the tin was the core stone. Oh well. It happens, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot to check our armor. Yeah, 42.2% armor reduction against physical threats, which at this level is actually like pretty awesome. 42%. Like that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice, gotta say. Pretty happy with that. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more like just going sword and board on both Paladin and Warrior definitely feels nice. And honestly, if I'm doing that, what I probably will do is go deeper into protection than anywhere else. Go like get to speed here, get to healing and stuff here, and then go get to kings here, and then go like Hammer of Justice and like some other stuff like armor maybe or whatever. Then get like a Reckoning or Blessing of Sanctuary. Although if I'm getting Blessing of Sanctuary, Blessing of Kings, I don't know. Then like one-handed weapon specialization, then Holy Shield. Like, I mean that's pretty far off. I'm not even sure if you can get enough talents to get all the things I just listed there, but you know. Yeah, it might just be the safest thing to do. It'd be a little slow, but it's a little interesting too. It's fun. The chest over there could have leather in it. Love to see that. Not that I really need it anymore, to be honest with you. Oh. Didn't see that person. Okay, let's how can we do this? Get this kobold to come over here. Got 2, but that's okay. I think we can handle 2, especially with our shield these days. Reducing a lot of damage. Best to just take 1 down before trying to heal ourselves, though, for sure. That was good. And what I'll do is I will unleash a flurry of spells here, and then stun and heal, and then start to regen mana after that. It's probably the right way, and not use any more spells until I'm done this fight. Use Judgment when he runs away. Done. Great. No problem. No problem at all. Holy Light feels really weak. Are we using our top rank of Holy Light? We are, yeah. I really honestly expected that not to be the case because our Holy Light feels very weak right now. That's helped me out. Don't want it though. Sorry. I do feel kind of like bad, like not accepting people's help or not helping people or trying to avoid grouping and stuff like that. But it's like, I don't know. The momentary feel bad is, you know, I'm trying to do a thing, you know, for me, and you know, I'm sure if people knew, they would totally understand. Unfortunately, I can't just have like a sign plastered to my character saying, please do not help, I'm doing a YouTube series. So. No leather, but that's fine. Oh, and they took that mining vein? They're a miner? Like that. Alright, let's see if we can sneak in this copper though. Might be able to. Oh, that's close. And we're done with tunnel rat catching as well. We need blood sausages, so we need more boars. I think so. Our defense of the king lands. Trogs and scouts. It's trogs and scouts. Okay, so these guys actually, and there's a chest in there, so let's work towards that. Might as well do that here. So I'm pretty sure scouts shoot. I'm pretty sure about that. So it'd be really hard for me to pull him. Yeah, let's run. We have to run now. We'd have to run far away. get him to move a little, and then now he's close enough to us that we can make use of that dead space that I talked about last episode. And that's how you do that. Also, this person is one of the only classes I haven't got first aid on, and I probably should. Ooh, double pull. Okay. Well, I think we'll be able to handle this. Well, we'll see. Yeah, we should be just fine. What's our chances to dodge and block and stuff? Curious. 5%, 5%, 5%. So, not bad, not amazing. 50% chance to at least mitigate some damage or avoid it entirely. It's not bad. Wouldn't mind more, though. And we will get more. Sure. Oh, we actually don't have well-fed food right now. Remedy that situation immediately. And yeah, we're running out of potions and weapons. So, and that'll be a perfect time when these run out to end the episode. So we'll just kind of make progress on these quests. Probably not finish them, and definitely not hand them in for rested XP purposes. Kind of just barely get into level 13 and then kind of stop making getting XP there is the best way to do it. For the purposes of, so we got double scout trog. That's pretty tough, actually. So probably get one guy to pull this guy. Yeah, that's fine though, as long as both don't come. Oh, both do come. Okay, well, we can just kite actually, because the range guys should like try and shoot us and then not be in range and then have to come closer and that kind of stuff. So we should be just fine here. It's really hard to see if they're actually hitting me with missile attacks though. Oh, and we leveled up during that, so that's perfect. And it looks like the other one leashed off this guy leashing, but so okay, this is kind of a complicated thing. When you aggro a mob in WoW, if other mobs come with it immediately, like they're part of the initial aggro, they will stay aggroed onto you as long as any of the mobs that are in the initial group that aggro on you are gonna stay aggroed on you. If any of them are still aggroed on you at any point. If any aggro later, they are not part of that leash or that initial aggro pull, and so they will run back. They have their own kind of aggro kind of radius that they or aggro kind of tether that they operate under. What that guy I just killed this guy. What the heck? I want to get to the chest. Come on, I'm making great. I'm moving as fast as I can. It's ridiculous. Come on. Absolutely ridiculous. But so, oh yeah, we should also get our talent point in. I'll continue explaining in a second. Let's actually just see if we actually have it off. So 34, 36, 47, 18.1. 36, 47, 18.3. So a small damage increase, but that's nice. So, because in classic WoW, in later versions of WoW, enemies have like a finite amount of distance that they will travel before they just run back no matter what you do. But in classic WoW, in this version of WoW, god damn. I mean, you know, constant trogs to kill, but it's not what I'm trying to do here. In classic WoW, as long as you are damaging an enemy with direct hits, I think, not dots. I don't think dots do it, but as long as you are impacting an enemy with some kind of attack, melee attack, ranged attack, wand, something, they will continue to try and attack you. And any enemies that are also in that initial aggro will also continue to attack you. Enemies that are not in that initial aggro, that were aggroed on after that by another enemy running through them or something like that, or running towards them. Oh my god. Wow, this is crazy respawn stuff going on here. Get this chest and set things. Actually, I want to kill that scout. So that's knowing how that kind of works. I think is an important part of how to play this game, and try not to die at the same time. You know. Okay, so I mean we're not like that far away from finishing these quests, but we're also not that close. So I think now that's probably, and we're right here next to town. Our buffs are just about to run out. We're an hour and 1 minute into the recording, and I don't think I'm gonna cut anything from this. So, because I talked the whole time. Anytime there was potential down there to cut, I just talked over it with at least what I believe to be interesting enough stuff. So we will end the episode there. We're not gonna hand in any of the quests that we have completed or anything like that. We're just gonna go straight to the end here. And the log out. We'll do a little bit of blacksmithing potentially in between episodes. If I get some leather or stuff like that, I might send it to this character and make this battle axe. But honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if it's even worth it. It costs so much to make and train, and then I have to get skill upgrades, and then I'm actually not using my good shield anymore. So might not even be worth it actually at this point to make that. If I could have made it like right at level 8, would have been huge. But then, yeah, too expensive to train and all that stuff. So, all good with that. But we'll see if there's anything else I can do potentially in between episodes. But anyway, that's it for this cycle of Padme. Tomorrow's episode is going to be Florana the Hunter, and that's going to be really a fun episode because we're going to be doing very unique stuff on that episode. We're going to be doing the Hunter quests to get the pet and start that journey. Which is going to be a really unique thing that no other class really gets to do anything like that. So that's great. But yeah, that's it for this episode. If you like this episode at all, and if you're interested in the challenge or enjoying the challenge, please leave a like on the video. Really helps me out. Really appreciate it. And would really like that. If you have any comments that you'd like to share with me, any feedback about how the videos are done, the audio or the quality, or any kind of anything about that, or the content itself, the challenge itself, if you have any suggestions or you know anything you want to mention, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear from you, and I'm always looking to change things up a little bit to make them a little bit better for both me and you. And of course, if you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please subscribe. It really helps me out. Really appreciate it. And I upload every single day, so it'll alert you every day when I upload. And if these videos are a little too long for you and you're thinking, I can't watch one of these every day, but I'm really interested in the challenge, I do release recap episodes that are really short, and they recap everything that happened in the last 8 episodes. So yeah, that's it for me. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the Hunter episode. Thank you so much for watching. See you guys next time.